Man, I absolutely love this Art of Persona 5 book. This is just the most fantastic Persona 5 item I've purchased since the game itself. I just wish there was something else I could have from the game as well. Like maybe a... Wait a minute. What's that music? What? Who's there?
This is what reality is. Grasp your new power!
Joker! That's what I've been wanting. Yes, a Persona 5 Figma figure of Joker himself. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to the Lucian GKaiser age, and let's go ahead and steal some hearts. Alright, so here we have the Figma Persona 5 Joker figure, and this figure is excellent. I absolutely love it. As you can see here, of course, it comes with its own little Morgana. Now, the only downside to Morgana is the only part on him that really moves is his head, and that's just a slight little swivel on it to the left or right, and a little bit of an up and down. So that's a little disappointing, but that's really the only disappointing part that I've had with this figure. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box real quick. So again, Figma figure, very nice box. We got Joker on the side here without his mask on. We got images of the figure itself on the back here. Joker with his mask on, holding his dagger. And then Joker right there on the top. Looking good, Joker. Alright. Put the box to the side here. There. And let's go ahead and take a look at Joker himself. So he is, of course, the main character from Persona 5 and the character that you as the player will play as. And as you can see already, he's got that usual Figma extreme posability. So let's go ahead and take him off the stand here. And we'll take a closer look at the figure itself and all of its posability. Now, one of the things that I love about Figma figures is they have a lot of posability to them. One of the things on this figure is the cape here. So as you can see, the cape is on ball joints. So you can lift it up and get that flying through the air kind of feel with it. So you can make it look like he's doing kind of a Batman leaping from the rooftop kind of view. And of course the head can only rotate with a little bit of an up and down, not a huge assortment of it. Can't quite do a 360 because of the collar, but that's alright. We do not want to snap poor Joker's neck, so we're not going to do a 360 with him. The arms are on a nice shoulder ball joint. Get focus there. There we go. Nice shoulder ball joint, so you get a nice range of motion with them. The arm is not double jointed, but as you can see, the bend is more than enough for him to be able to quite easily reach wherever he needs to. There is a twist at the wrist here, and of course the cuff right here is loose, so you can actually move it around to the position that you need to. Wrist is on a ball joint with a hinge. And of course the same for the other arm. For the body, you get a nice crunch. You get a nice bend back. So Joker gets a nice bend there. For the legs, you get the usual ball joint with a nice range of motion. As you can see, he can kick out to the side like that. So you can get him in a nice like flying kick pose if you want. Joker doing his own rider kick. Common Rider. Alright, let's move on. You got the knee. Nice bend, as you can see, from the other leg too. And then the foot is also on a ball joint. That allows for decent rotation. Not a huge amount, but you're not going to need too much with him. You'll be mostly having him on his stand that he comes with anyway. You got a nice bend. And of course, pivot side to side. Not a huge amount, but just enough for good posability. All right. Let's go ahead and put him back on the stand. He does come with the standard Figma stand, as you can see here. And that just attaches right to his back. And you can use it to pose him in any way that you might need to, or even in the air, because it is long enough for in the air shots. All right. Put him right there, and let's go ahead and take a look at his accessories. And of course, it comes in a Figma bag. I absolutely love this figure. So you actually have a gripping claw version. So if you don't want to stick it in the back of the figure, you can use the gripping claw. He of course comes with combat knife. His thief's dagger, I should probably say. And then on his shooting hand, for his shooting hand, comes with a nice handgun, which in real life is just a toy gun, but in the, of course, Phantom world, it works like a real gun against the monsters in there. You get an extra ball joint for one of the hands. Whoops, I'll pick that up later. It's really small, very tiny, but you get an extra one. You get, of course, a hand rack that you can put his different hands on when they're not in use. You get, of course, 2 weapon holding hands for knives and daggers. A closed hand, and then, of course, the hand for the gun. And then the 2 open palm hands that are already on him. And then you get, of course, different faces. So you get his like normal looking face. You get the smirking slightly face. And then of course you get this one right here with the full on I'm about to steal everything smirk. And to change those out, just pop off this part with the hair and the mask, and then if you just want him with just his face without the mask on, you can do it without the mask. It looks really good. They did a lot of great work on the sculpt and the detail of this figure. So definitely an awesome figure, definitely worth picking up. I highly recommend getting your hands on one if you can. They were just recently reissued because a certain somebody has just come to join Joker on his escapades in the Figma world. And she is the one that we'll be doing a review of next. But definitely, this is a great figure. You can pose it in pretty much any way that you like to pose the Joker figure, you know, based off of what you've seen in the games. So I definitely highly recommend grabbing one if you're a big fan of Persona 5. If you haven't played Persona 5 yet, get out there and give it a try. It is a fantastic RPG. I definitely recommend it to anybody or everybody that's ever played Japanese RPGs. this is definitely a fantastic one to get. You can easily get it for a good price. It's been on sale constantly, left and right, because it's already more than outsold what was anticipated for it and become a huge hit of an RPG. So once again, I want to thank you here for joining me here in the GKaiser age. If you like what you see here, definitely leave a comment and let me know if you've gotten this figure, what you like about it. If you're planning on playing Persona 5 or have played Persona 5, definitely let me know what your favorite parts in the game were. I know I enjoyed pretty much everything in there. It was so much fun. And I love this figure. I'm glad to have it here in my collection. But again, this is Lucian GKaiser from the GKaiser age, signing out until the next battle and review of Miss Panther herself, Lady On.